In a small town nestled in the mountains, an elderly woman named Eleanor lived alone in a quaint, ivy-covered cottage. Her days were quiet and uneventful, save for the weekly letters she received from her granddaughter, Lily, who lived in a distant city. These letters were Eleanor's lifeline, filled with tales of Lily's bustling life, her dreams, and her challenges. Eleanor cherished them, always responding with her own letters filled with wisdom and warmth. One winter, the letters suddenly stopped. Weeks turned into months, and not a word from Lily. Eleanor, fraught with worry, tried calling, but there was no response. She feared the worst and imagined all sorts of grim possibilities. She even contacted the local police, who could do little to help. As the months passed, Eleanor's health began to decline. She became weaker, her spirit waning without the connection to her beloved granddaughter. One particularly cold and snowy evening, Eleanor felt a sharp pain in her chest. She knew it was serious and, in that moment, felt an overwhelming sense of loneliness and regret. Her heartache was for the words left unsaid, the love unexpressed. With trembling hands, she wrote one last letter to Lily, pouring out her heart, apologizing for any mistakes, expressing her love, and saying goodbye. Tears fell on the paper as she finished, sealing it with a kiss. She placed the letter on her bedside table, feeling a strange peace wash over her. The next morning, Eleanor didn't wake up. The village mourned her passing, and the cottage fell silent. A week later, a young woman arrived at the cottage door, breathless and frantic. It was Lily. She had been caught in a devastating earthquake while traveling in a remote area. She had survived, but it took months to recover and find a way back. The moment she was able, she rushed to see her grandmother. Lily found the last letter on the bedside table and opened it, tears streaming down her face as she read the words written with such love and tenderness. Her heart ached with loss, but also with a profound sense of connection. She felt Eleanor's presence around her, as if her grandmother was still with her, in spirit. Overwhelmed with emotion, Lily decided to stay in the cottage. She spent days going through her grandmother's belongings, discovering old letters, photographs, and memories she never knew about. She realized that Eleanor had lived a life full of love, loss, adventure, and quiet strength. Then, while sorting through a dusty old chest, Lily found a stack of unopened letters. Each one was addressed to her, but the dates were recent, all the months she had been missing. Lily's eyes widened in disbelief. It turned out Eleanor had continued writing to her, pouring her heart out in each letter, believing that someday, Lily would read them. As she read through each letter, she felt Eleanor's love filling the cottage, wrapping her in warmth. In the final letter, Eleanor wrote, "I don't know if you'll ever read these, my dear Lily, but if you do, know that I loved you more than anything in this world. Live your life with courage and kindness, and know that I am always with you." Lily smiled through her tears, feeling a surge of joy in her heart. She knew her grandmother was still with her, in every letter, in every memory, and in every beat of her heart. And with that, she decided to stay in the cottage, to write her own stories, and to live her life in a way that would make Eleanor proud. Eleanor's spirit remained, not in sadness, but in the happy, quiet moments of love, and in every twist and turn of Lily's new adventure.